This is a very important night for me here on these four ropes. I'm competing for First Contenders Championship. No, that's not
it. You're competing for a chance to be at NXT Takeover Sheboygan to fight
yes,
to fight the NXT champion. Let's just say Neville.
Probably. I'm pretty sure that's who he is at this year. So, this is These Four Ropes. I'm Curtis, aka Zabusan on the interwebs. Joining me as always is Travis Foster, aka Turbo Bison on the interwebs.
I am also Adrian Neville.
Also, that's very true. Oh God,
you're fighting an announcer. How does that make you feel?
This is my competition. Can I just skip to the championship match already?
I'll say this: I am really glad that Corey Graves is an announcer because I think he does that okay.
I've never actually seen him wrestle, so I can't comment on his skills.
You should.
Going into this game, all I knew was that he was an announcer who had retired from wrestling. So when I saw that he was an able to be selected wrestler, I was like, why? So I don't know, but like the look of him looks way 80s. So I guess I can see why WWE might like that. But he looks awful.
Whenever you get a chance, Google Sterling James Keening, I think his name was. It's literally like if somebody had watched 3 CM Punk matches and were like, "Hey, can you make this guy?" Like, yeah, sure, I can do exactly what he does.
Is that Corey Graves or is that Sterling King's Janie's?
That is Corey Graves. He's also Sterling James Keenan.
Okay, I'll look it up and I'll post a picture of him in the video because that sounds too awesome. So basically, they were repackaging this guy to be the next CM Punk.
Yeah, he was the Eretz CM Punk. To the point where he even did he has the tattoo where he has to stay down. That was his thing. He tells you to stay down. Get it? Because he's tattooed. All you have to do is really have tattoos, and then you're just CM Punk. Like Randy Orton is just CM Punk.
Oh God, Randy Orton is awful. I don't know how he still has a job there.
Because he's actually a good wrestler.
He's actually had 3. What's that thing? The drug inflections or violations. He's had 3 of those, right?
He has 2. Because they are very hard fast on 3 and you're gone. It's the only reason why Jeff Hardy had to go. Honestly, they would have probably kept Jeff Hardy forever, but he had to go because he couldn't stop doing drugs. To the point where he got arrested for felony charges. You haven't unlocked dives yet.
Damn it.
You have to unlock dives.
I'm going against the guy that gravity forgot, and I can't even do a single dive.
You can't go to top ropes.
God, I'm just going to take it all out on Corey Graves because he's a piece of garbage, and I want to dive.
So, since we're going
elbow.
Since we're going into the NXT Championship match, hopefully next.
There is no hope. Do you see what I'm doing to this guy? There is no hopeful. This is a definitive death sentence against Corey Graves. This guy will not walk out of NXT. So he will hobble or he will be stretchered out.
So let's talk a little bit about NXT London.
Yes, let's do that because we didn't do that in the last episode.
We did not.
That was a terrific show, as every NXT show is.
Yes. It was absolutely fantastic. The women, as always, did such a great job.
Mm-hmm. Both matches, yes.
I cannot wait to see Asuka versus Bayley because, god damn, that match is going to be probably my favorite match of all time.
And we do not mean Asuka from Evangelion, let's be clear. I can see some nerds out there confused. No, it's not Asuka.
It would be kind of crazy.
I would want to see that, but
it would be kind of crazy, and I think they would actually do it if they did fight for the title and Asuka came dressed as Asuka and Bayley came dressed as Rey. That would be kind of baller.
Come out in a red and white plug suit. That would be ridiculous, especially if it was another takeover in Japan. That would be fucking nuts. Are you kidding me? You have Asuka go over because it's her home country.
Yeah.
They come out in plug suits. Oh my god, that would be unbelievable.
I would in a match striker line. I would mark out so hard.
I don't mark out. That's something that I would absolutely just have a smile on my face the entire time. That's too good.
No, and they've done it like Bailey's not Bailey. Sasha Banks she's done like some Eddie Guerrero type like outfits for matches. Bailey did the Macho Man like the takeover. I think it was a year now when she fought Charlotte, which I think is the one that no one ever brings up when everyone like wants to shit, because the cool thing now is to shit on how bad Charlotte is. And I was like,
well, I mean, she is kind of bad. She's like 40, only just getting into the wrestling business, and she's only kind of there because of her dad.
Yeah.
Not saying it's justified. I'm just saying they're not necessarily not wrong.
No, she's green, but I mean, she's not like the worst. Like they're like she's the worst.
Oh no, Eva Marie is the worst, without a doubt.
Exactly. Have you guys seen Cameron wrestle? Like people who were on TV and who didn't understand that you can't pin somebody while they're laying on their stomach.
Oh, I think you can actually. Oh shit.
But there, you're gonna lose.
That was sincere. That was sincere. Like I was actually gonna lose. See, that's why I don't like the pin mechanic. There's no reason he should have gotten a 2 count on me.
Corey Graves has his finish. Is he gonna hit you with the stay down? That's the name of his finish.
Oh, I hope not.
It's a submission, so it's easy to kind of get out of. Oh, you're gonna have to hit.
I'm gonna hit him
with the vertebreaker.
Oh no, I'm not.
Oh, he reverses the vertebreaker. You.
Oh my god, he might actually beat me.
Oh no,
this is embarrassing.
He's gonna go to take over Sheboygan. It's like an NXT show.
Oh my god, this is bad.
Who's gonna win?
This is bad.
This is actually entertaining.
Oh no, he's gonna pin me.
You're at the ropes. Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, you lost.
Oh my god, I talk a big game
Corey
and I
Graves.
cannot back it up.
Now you have to fight Baron Corbin.
Now I have to eat a lot of crow. This is embarrassing. And he didn't even finish me strong. He waited, got his stamina up, and pinned me. That's not a flashy finish.
Don't you wish you could attack him in the ring and like break his legs like the mechanic?
Yes. Oh, that's embarrassing. Sorry about that. I was so cocky. Go back 5 minutes into the match.
2-star match.
Saying, I'm not gonna let him walk out of here. Yeah, look where it got me.
Oh, he doesn't think you're ready for the #1 contendership.
William Regal is not impressed.
So now you have to fight bums.
Oh no, Rusev. Oh,
well, that's not a bum.
Not a bum at all.
That's
interesting. I'm glad that it changed the story. Like they didn't have me just replay Corey Graves. Like I actually now can continue the story and fight someone else. I like that because that would have been really, really dumb to have me fight the same guy twice.
Corey Graves forever.
Yeah.
Now you can fight Rusev forever.
Yeah, like John Cena. Or whomever Rusev was in a Ryback, was he? Yeah, that was his last big feud, right?
Yes. Or Ziggler.
Was that? Yeah, you're right. Ryback.
Ryback
was the last one, and then it was Ziggler for a very short while. Poor guy. But yeah, seriously, I think I was saying it last episode. The fact that I'm supposed to boo these people because they're foreign is just awful. I don't like that idea. I've never liked that idea. Even as a kid, I was like, that's stupid. Why am I booing them just because they're from another country?
Well, because Vince McMahon, as much as he does not want to be a Southerner, he is a xenophobic Southerner. So.
Oh, he's awful. He's one of the worst people on the planet.
There's a lot. So I hate being the defender of Vince. I honestly think Vince McMahon is a genius. I legitimately and honestly think he is that. Especially when you look at what happened in the 80s and how he basically he forced wrestling to evolve, right? Which I think companies like PWG, like NJPW,
Reverse Hurricane Rana,
Poison Rana, they say, ROH in the early 2000s and TNA in the early to mid 2000s, he forced wrestling to evolve. Actually, a lot larger than a lot of companies, have, just because he was like, no, we have to get all this stuff done. I think he's a genius and very influential for that. I also think he's a product of a guy who did not know his dad until he was old. A guy who was abused as a child. A guy who really hates Southerners because he grew up in bumfuck North Carolina, mad poor, and he I may not like rednecks. Vince McMahon fucking hates rednecks. Like
but that's his target demographic.
That's why he hates wrestling. Like he openly hates wrestling, and that's not even like because he openly hates wrestling. He openly hates the people there, but he's also a genius wrestling mind. Like for as much as he hates it, he gets it. You know, he's a really weird cat, but he's like I said, he's a genius, and he's also like I'm pretty sure he's gay, but. I mean that's just
he's definitely got some homoerotic. I mean the idea of wrestling is already pretty homoerotic. I mean just on the surface alone. But it's like the thing with McMahon that I don't like is like you're saying, like he doesn't like wrestling, so he doesn't call it wrestling. It's sports entertainment.
Well, that's more of a. So I've looked into this. I've researched all this stuff before. The sports entertainment was to get around licensing deals,
like legalities, stuff like that.
Right? Yeah, because I think in the state of New York, if you are considered professional wrestling in the state of New York, you have to have a professional wrestling license. Awful. And if you call yourself sports entertainment, I mean, there's not a sports entertainment license, you know. Mm-hmm. So that's part of it. But yeah, continue. I didn't.
So apparently Corey Graves is better than Rusev in this game.
Apparently.
I just destroyed this piece of garbage. But also, like, he doesn't like the word fans. Like, if you watch a lot of WWE stuff, it slips in every now and again. I'm not saying they never say it. Daniel Bryan has said it before, and a couple other, like CM Punk, I think, has said it. But he does not like you to use the word fan. He wants you to say universe or audience. He never wants you to say fan. And I think that's really funny, but it also just shows the fact that he's like really old and cranky. He's a really old, cranky businessman who's behind the times.
Yeah. No, I mean,
it's really funny.
Yeah.
Oh, almost a 5-star match.
Almost a 5-star match. But he definitely is. Like, it's like I said, it's an ever-growing story of like how to get him to get all this stuff. Oh, they're announcing a new number one contender.
Let's see.
All right.
I'm getting my Ray Rich.
Ray Rich.
All right, we're going to dominate this piece of garbage. I think this is my second match against Mr. Rich.
Not Corey Graves.
Not Corey Graves. I haven't got... I'm still, a little embarrassed by that whole...
I hope Corey Graves is the NXT champion.
God, that would be so great. That would be great storytelling, though.
Yeah, it would be great storytelling.
I lost my number one contendership. He took advantage of it and won. Like, the story writes itself.
Oh, so yeah, we were talking about NXT before we went on.
Yeah, before we got on that Vince McMahon tangent. So yeah, NXT TakeOver was terrific. Nearly every match was kind of like an instant classic. Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews was probably my least favorite.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Baron Corbin is growing on me. Like,
he's gotten a lot better.
He has absolutely gotten a lot better, except for the go back to Ring of Honor botch.
I think that was intentional.
I don't think it was. I think he sincerely doesn't know the difference between the indies. I think that's what it was.
But I mean,
I don't know.
That character, it works.
I don't know
for him, right?
Oh, it does. But if they build the character to be like this bumbling, doesn't know his opponents, that's not really a positive. That's like kind of like you're just dumbing the character down.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he can dominate, but he doesn't know the source of where these guys are coming from. So it's just kind of like, oh, he's just a big dumbling oaf that can beat people with his power. And it's like, that's not really respectable.
Yeah. What's like kind of, and like I said, I think it works with Apollo Crews because he is younger too. Crews is a younger guy. Like the loss is not going to do anything for him. Like
of course not.
As soon as Vince sees him, like he's done in this town because Vince is that is like Apollo Crews was the wrestler that was built for Vince McMahon. Like he's Bobby Lashley was 5 years ago. Except he has way more personality than Bobby Lashley. Like that's true. That's why I said he was. Well, not that Bobby Lashley had much to begin with. No, that's true. Oh God, I hope I can remember when I'm editing this to go find the Bobby Lashley calling Fit Finlay a bastard. That is legitimately one of the funniest things I've ever seen on TV. It's so fucking stupid. You should put that in. I will put this in the video.
You say your name is Finlay and you love to fight. I say your name is Finlay and you're a bastard. Wow.
Because I love it so much.
But no, it's crazy. Like, so he can lose and it doesn't matter. Like, it's the Tyler Breeze thing, right? Like, people were like, "Oh, Tyler Breeze doesn't win." Like, Tyler Breeze beat Sami Zayn in Sami Zayn's first big takeover that wasn't Cesaro.
Right.
You know, so Tyler Breeze was made because he beat the guy in a big match. You know, so he didn't need to. You know, he didn't need to beat Hideo Itami or all these other guys because he beat NXT's John Cena. You know, Apollo Crews is in that same boat. Like, Apollo Crews, everyone sees it, so it doesn't matter if he wins or loses because he seems like a threat at all times, and it helps out Baron Corbin, who's honestly beaten nobodies. Like, that's all Baron Corbin has beaten. He beat an old Rhino and literally nobodies.
Yeah.
He did not beat Joe. He didn't beat Balor in the I think no, he fought Neville in the NXT No More Contender tournament, and he didn't beat like I said, he hasn't beaten anybody, and this is the first time he actually like beat somebody that we know is like next. Like, I think that's a bigger deal, honestly.
Yeah. Like, no, that loss didn't hurt him at all.
I thought Nia Jax is green. Like, we talked about Charlotte. I don't think Charlotte's green. She's just not experienced. Nia Jax is green, but they did a great job in telling that story and letting her like hide her proficiencies, like they should do with Braun Strowman. Like, stop having him catch people in matches and hide his fucking proficiencies.
Yeah. Just have him be the manager that is just on the outside. We don't need to have him actually in the ring doing shit because he's not very good at it.
No, or just have him squash. Like, that's the problem with the biggest problem with WWE product is like you can't squash anybody because everyone's too important.
Yeah,
which sucks. Like, NXT, like, yeah, we can still do the squash because we have guys that aren't going to be important yet, or maybe Enzo Amore needs fucking Colin Cassidy, so you could squash him because they work together.
Right.
You know, it's such a weird thing. Like,
oh shit!
Oh, he reversed it.
That's
you
fine.
You should.
I think I've got
him
him.
with an
I should. Yeah, he should be good to go. Come on, Ray, stay down. Oh, Ray, I'm counting on you to stay down, you piece of garbage. I totally missed.
Botchamania. But no. But the tag team match was great. I love the Mechanics. I think they're a really good tag team.
They just sort of come out of nowhere for me. Like, I don't remember seeing them anywhere, and then they're like, it was Blake and Murphy were the champions, and then these guys come out and suddenly they're champions. It's like, what? Like, what happened in the month that all of this went down that they're now champions?
Well, no, they were always like I said, there was none one of those. No, it's one of those, and it's one of those Florida things, right? Like, I'd seen them or I've heard about them for a while, but they've always just been like, because they were just like the Andersons. Like, there's these guys who literally don't do, like, they'll come in and they'll just do a regular thing and they'll go because that's all they need to do. And then they became like the champs, and I was like, what? I thought they would have went and given the the tag team titles though.
No, I thought they were gonna take it, but they'll take it next time then.
Well, no, what I think is when they go to Dallas, it's going to be Jason Jordan and
Gable. Jordan and Gable are gonna get it,
which are going to be great. Those guys are the best. Like, those guys.
They were. Did you see those videos, man? They were over in UK when they were doing the house shows.
So,
like, the crowd loved them.
Here's my personal story about Jason Jordan. I had no idea who he was in January of this year. And I went to see NXT live in Jacksonville. And it was a throwaway match. It was Jason Jordan, and this was when he was teaming with Ty Dillinger. Did you win? Oh, no.
No, this guy is not staying down.
But he was teaming with Ty Dillinger at the time. But in this one, he was doing a one-on-one match against Baron Corbin, which I was like, well, I don't want to see Baron Corbin wrestle.
No one does.
Because this was when Baron Corbin was squashing everybody. So like the crowd was doing his count gimmick, but it went over, and that's when I got to see Jason Jordan wrestle, right? And when I saw him wrestle, I literally left that show like I got to see Sami Zayn wrestle. I got to see basically a PWG fucking main event with Neville, Tommy, and Balor in a triple threat match. Like I got to see like all these great things, but I just went away with like this Jason Jordan guy's really good.
Right, he's gonna be someone you're gonna see him everywhere.
Yeah, and so like every time whenever people ask me like, oh, who should I watch in NXT, and like I would see Jason Jordan on, I was like, watch him, because eventually you're gonna get like this guy's really good. Vertebreaker.
I'm hoping this finishes it. Yeah, no, like Gable and Jordan are two names to be on the lookout for. They're going to be huge in 2016, without a doubt. My God,
this guy, Chad Gable is legitimately one of the best. Like Chad Gable, like his bridges are they're so good.
Yeah, they're so crisp. They're such a crisp tag team. They just work together so well. But I see them already as like the next world's greatest tag team. Not just from the uniforms, the outfits, but just from like the way they play off each other. They're so smooth in their transitions. It's perfect. Like they're such a great tag team.
I would love to see. I would like WWE does this whole thing where they bring people in for like quick runs. I would love to see a world's greatest tag team match. I think Charlie Haas is retired, but like for him to come out of retirement and to do him and Shelton X Benjamin. Oh no! One last time against
Gable and Jordan, that would be terrific.
That match would be like it would be the best match of all time.
That was if I don't get at least a 4-star on this match, I'm going to be very upset.
I think you're going to get a 5.
That was a strong match. Ray Rich just brought out the best in me.
Maybe Ray Rich is the Sasha to your Bayley.
I hope so.
Oh, I would be remiss if we didn't talk about the main event with Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe. And whatever fountain of youth Samoa Joe's found, like I really wish he would give it to every wrestler ever. Yeah, Samoa Joe has not looked this good in a long ass time. Not saying that he's a bad wrestler. One of my favorites.
But the last few years he was in TNA were pretty dismal.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, what he's been doing lately is terrific. But of course, Balor is not going to lose in his roughly his, I say hometown, but his home country.
His home. It's not even that. He's Irish.
And that's why I said rough. Okay, at least a 4-star. I'll give it that.
There wasn't enough super kicks. Not enough Meltzer drivers.
Damn it. All right, I'll work on that. I got to build my character up.
All right, so number 1 contender. All right, do you want to call it before the number 1 contender?
I'm going to call it and make sure my ego's safe.
Oh, you're fighting Neville.
Oh, so Corey Graves did win.
So Corey Graves couldn't catch the deal.
He made sure Neville stayed down. Wait, so that was the number 1 contender match?
That was these 4 ropes where we talked about
wrestling, and NXT, and all that other fun stuff that we do on here.
Now Triple H, see how Triple H has already positioned himself to take his selfie with you once you win the title.
All right, I'm okay with that.
All right.
And I'm moving up to more of a face. I don't like that. I need to go back to the heel. I want to go back to the backside.
So the spoilers in this game, there is no way to get more face and more heel. Like I think during the Steam sales, like if WWE2K15 goes on sale, I might play that just so I could see if this mode was done better in that game.
Okay.
I heard the game's the same, which like at some point I don't like that. Some point I do because I like familiarity and I know how to play it. So, all right.
We'll see. All right, nerds. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.
Ropes.
Hada.
We need a theme song. That's what you should do, Internet.
Yeah. Don't do that. All right. We'll see you, nerds.
See ya.
Click.